All right, everybody. Happy Friday. Welcome to our show. I'm super excited today to be talking about the North region of San Diego County, the opportunities, the investments. It's going to be a great show today. My name is Chris Astolero with Exchange Resources. We are LEARNin San Diego Live. All right, everybody. This is going to be a great show. We've got experts to talk about why investing and buying in North County, San Diego is important to look at. It's something that is important because I live here. I love it here. And let me tell you why North County, San Diego is the absolute best spot. It's basically the chill, older sibling of downtown San Diego. You get these incredible wide open beaches, tons of hiking trails, and every town has its own unique, awesome vibe. It's great because it's for investors, families who want to be here. It's coastal living without the hustle and bustle of downtown. So we're going to talk about all that here today. There's going to be a lot of content, so stay tuned. Let's get into the next segment of our show and talk about Exchange Resources. Exchange Resources is a qualified intermediary. We're located in Rancho Bernardo, and what we do is we facilitate 1031 exchanges for investors who are faced with a huge taxable consequence if they sell their investment property. So if you're interested in learning more about your options of selling your relinquished property, deferring your capital gains taxes, and purchasing more property, please give us a call and we'll be happy to give you a consultation. But let's get on with this today. Happy Friday, everybody. It's so great to see everybody.
Hey.
Yes, great to see your smiling faces. And again, thank you all so much for taking time out of your busy day to be here with us today. Without you all, we wouldn't even have a show. And over the last year, the show, San Diego LEARNin Local Live, has grown in leaps and bounds because of your activity, because of your support, and because of your professionalism, because this is what people want to see. They want to see real news in real time. It's really hard to find out the truth out there. So we bring it here live on this platform. All right. Happy Friday. Is everybody doing great? Everybody's doing
Absolutely.
Ready
Ready for the best show ever.
ready for an exciting show. So let's get to it.
Thank you,
And
Chris.
let's kick it off with our LEARNin Local News.
Hey everyone, happy Friday, Freedom Friday. In fact, wealth building and real estate really go hand in hand as far as news is concerned. The reason why we do the news is because there's so much fake news out there, quite frankly, about real estate. And our response to this fake news is this show. And what I want to do is highlight one article that actually has come about in the past week, specifically referencing all of real estate across the country, and it's showcasing top 5 metros where home prices are falling the fastest. Wow! So it's a really amazing headline. But what we're here to do is give you the insights that you need. Talk to the professionals. By the way, that number 2 metro is San Diego, Carlsbad, and we are literally have the experts of Carlsbad to give you their perspective, their insights of how they feel. So, Chris, isn't it amazing? Is it ironic that you were just talking about this amazing place and it's number 2 on that list?
Yeah, it's amazing to me, but it's what's happening right now. I mean, the cost of buying a house, the cost of insurance, interest rates, and the affordability really is a concern for many buyers out there. That's why a lot of them are not pulling the trigger. So I'm glad we're going to be talking about this today with the experts.
That's the whole point of this show. So let's just get it going, Chris. Let's make it happen.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So what is LEARNin Local Live? LEARNin Local Live is a live platform. So please comment and ask questions below. We highlight real estate professionals that are out there in the field who are working with buyers and sellers and contractors and inspectors and know what's going on. And they present you with their expertise and knowledge and insight of what's going on within their region. We also have off and on market deals. And who doesn't want to save money in real estate right now with the high prices. So we have those for you. We also have networking opportunities at events so that you can actually reach out to these people, go to these events, get the knowledge, get the tools that you need so that you're more knowledgeable about your purchase. More importantly, we're here to educate, empower, and inspire you to make the right decisions in real estate, because it is very costly to purchase real estate. And if you make the wrong move, it could cost you thousands and thousands of dollars in mistakes. So that's why we have our successful real estate professionals here. This show is not only for people who are investors or realtors. It's for anyone who's curious about what's going on in the real estate market. And so how do we do all this? We connect, we collaborate, and we create content with all of the subject matter experts so that we can present it to you here, real people, real deals in real time. So, all right, guys, how are you guys doing today? Good?
I feel like it's Wednesday, so I must be ready to go for another couple of days. Although granted, yesterday I felt like it was like the third Friday in a row, so maybe I just finally have slept enough.
Yeah. Well, I think it's going to be a great 2026. I mean, with all of our professionals here guiding everyone towards their investments and their purchases, I think this is going to be so important for everyone as far as making decisions, right? Because where else can you find this? This is the only show in San Diego LEARNin Local Live, that presents all this information, subject matter experts, events, and on and off market deals, that are great buys. Where else can you go?
I can't even tell you how many new people I've met already in 2026. But the people here on this show, I met a couple of you like at the end of December. But otherwise, it's been basically this year so far. We're 16 days into the year. This is how many business cards I collected yesterday, and maybe one of them has the quality of the people on this show.
Wow, I know. We are very fortunate. And that's what I love about LEARNin Local Live, all the vetted experts. And for everybody listening, we've taken that legwork out. You don't have to try a couple different realtors or 1031 exchange or DSTs or we're all vetted experts that are feet on the street, that are doing business every day and networking and connecting with everybody, because at the end of the day, you can't do this by yourself. Teamwork makes the dream work, right, team?
Yeah. I'm super excited to hear about the experts on North County, because I'm personally also from North County, Chris, but I do most of my deals right now in North County. So I kind of want to hear how it's differing from your San Diego, your Claremonts, your Chula Vista. I want to see the difference. So I'm super excited for this show.
Absolutely. So on that note, let's turn to the next segment of our show and meet our LEARNin Local influencers. All right. And the reason why we have our LEARNin Local influencers is because they're here and they're live and it's not pre-recorded. They're going to give you the information that's really going on in their region and how to guide you through the most expensive purchase, the most expensive price, the most expensive purchase that you're going to be experiencing when it comes to real estate, whether you're a first-time home buyer or an investor. That's what they're here for. So please make sure to reach out to us, and then we will connect you with our subject matter experts. On that note, if you are an influencer, if you are a professional out there who wants to get exposure for your business and who wants to give back to the community, our community, and show people your professionalism and your expertise and why they should use you for your region, perfect. Please reach out to us. But I'm a professional. I want exposure for my business, but I don't have time to create all this content for myself. So this is what LEARNin Local Live can do for you. Located in Rancho Bernardo, we've been around for over 26 years and we've done over 60,000 tax deferred exchanges. If you don't do a 1031 tax deferred exchange, you could be faced with about 30 to 40% in taxes. Right? Wouldn't you rather roll that over into the next property so that you can buy more with it? Well, we're here to give you your options. Let's talk. All right. All right. Well, yes, thank you all so much for being here. So our viewers want to get to know who you are. So please, Erica, introduce yourself.
Hi, everybody. I'm Erica with Legacy Investments and Real Estate. I'm an investment advisor, but I focus very specifically on working with landlords, and most specifically, landlords who aren't 100% sure whether they want to be keeping their property, selling it, doing a 1031 exchange, like you just heard from Chris. But maybe there's nothing else they want to buy. Maybe they aren't sure what to do about their property for their kids. That's where we come in. We give very specific advice based on all of the above: finances, lifestyle, estate planning. And we help transition into a Delaware statutory trust function if that is appropriate for the client. And if not, we'll introduce them to other professionals who can help them out, like those on the show. So again, Erica Charlson, Legacy Investments and Real Estate.
Thank you so much, Erica. And Tracy, or Martin, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, thank you, Chris. As always, my name is Martin Magana with Oak Rock Realty. I'm a realtor with a focus on investment real estate. Basically, our company comes in, we give you fast, quick cash offers if you can't sell, if you don't want to sit on the market, if you don't want to deal with all the hassle. That being said, my primary role is a wholesaler, and the main reason for being on the show and for outreach with Oak Rock is I'm just trying to change how wholesaling is seen in San Diego or North County, because the general population who deals with wholesalers has a negative taste in their mouth. Trying to make that better for them, show them how some are reputable, some work ethically, and some are licensed. So I'm super excited to bring that to you guys. And again, Martin Magana with Oak Rock Realty.
Thank you, Martin. Tracy.
Hey, happy Friday, everybody. Tracy Hassey, super connector with Ticor Escrow Services. Did you know that escrow is no longer just transactional? It's truly it's a truly mission critical infrastructure protecting timelines, funds, and confidence. So at Ticor Escrow Services, we focus on proactive escrow management, fraud prevention, clean closings, especially when margins are thin and deals are more complex. So just know we are safeguarding your real estate deals from cyber fraud and wire fraud and cyber crime. Ticor Escrow Services is a Fortune 300 company, and we've got the top escrow experts in the industry taking your deals to the finish line. So cheers to your success, and let's go. See you in escrow.
All right, everybody. Well,
oh dear. Is Chris frozen?
Oh, I thought it was me. I'm glad it wasn't me.
All right, let's just go to the insights.
Yeah, insights. Let's do it. Hi, everyone. Erica again. So our LEARNin Local Insights is to provide insights to you right here, listening, watching right now, about real estate in San Diego. Whether you're a real estate professional or a real estate investor, even a first-time buyer, we want you to know from the best of the best in any region in San Diego. But first, let's hear from our sponsor.
Protection that puts you first. Your home and your family deserve security, stability, and peace of mind. For every mile, every moment, every memory in motion. Because every drive deserves to get you home safely. Comprehensive solutions that safeguard your operations, assets, and future. Farmers Insurance, because your life deserves protection that truly matters.
All right, thanks again to Farmers Insurance. And now it is time to meet our regional experts. So what we are doing with this LEARNin Local Insights, we want to get hyper local. We're not just talking about San Diego at large when we're doing our insights. We are bringing you every single week experts based in and focused on different regions in San Diego. So when those of you watching live will be able to answer some of your questions, put them in the chat wherever you're viewing, Facebook and YouTube, and we'll hopefully get them over to these guys. So if you have questions, these are the agents in your backyard. Let's hear from Mr. Carlsbad. Please introduce yourself.
Yeah, hi. Happy Friday. My name is John Anagnos with EXP Realty, aka Mr. Carlsbad. Super happy to be on the show with everyone here. We are your local real estate agents in the Carlsbad area, North County area, and we are going to give you white glove service and provide you with the best possible real estate experience to get you in the home that you love. And we're here to talk real estate, absolutely 100%.
Thanks, John. And Aris, the other Mr. Carlsbad.
Yes, thank you, Erica. Brothers, my brother and I, and Mr. Carlsbad Real Estate, broker associate with EXP Luxury. We've been doing this together for over 20 years, which is crazy to me. But yeah, over 100 million in closed transactions for our clients. And we're here to help you live limitless with all things real estate.
Wow. Did you say 100 million in closed transactions from your
Yes.
clients?
Woohoo!
About that.
That's awesome. Congratulations.
Yeah, that's incredible. When did you guys get started? What's the story behind this 100 million and the Mr. Carlsbad?
I got my real estate license when I was 20 years old, which was 15 years ago. 15 years ago. And it's amazing how time flies. But yeah, just I got my license, hit the pavement, and hustled, and I was too young for a lot of people when we started, to get hired, and then to just see it. I look back on all those things now, and it's a lot of fun. But you learn so much, and there's not a lot we haven't seen in the time that we've spent doing this.
Yeah, I bet. I heard yesterday from someone at a presentation. She was an agent, and she said, I forget how long she's been in the business, but she said, it's a tough business. And if you can get through the first year, you're more likely to last a long time. And if you can get through the first 3 to 5, you're hopefully set. But yeah, a lot of the people I talk to haven't made it past 5 years yet. So congrats. I'd like to talk to you guys now about some of the things you wanted to present and talk about in North County.
Absolutely.
Yes. Go
So
ahead.
some exciting developments here in North County. One thing we wanted to highlight, just so you understand that there's a lot of corporations as well as people that want to come be in North County nowadays, and as Chris kind of touched on earlier, the lifestyle here is just it's paradise, by the beach here, and some of the most beautiful scenery in California, the lifestyle, and I think there's a real kinship amongst all of our San Diegans here. People stop and wave hello, but one of the things we're highlighting on that slide there was Novartis, just as an example, one of the biggest pharmaceutical companies in the world, is making a huge investment into Carlsbad, and they are opening up a state-of-the-art cancer facility, which is very exciting. I think that will be a big, boom. We do have a big biotech presence in Carlsbad and North County, so that's a great thing. And then some of the other stuff on that slide, Oceanside is doing a lot of development for new units for housing on the Tremont Street project. So that's an exciting development. San Marcos actually has the largest new housing development. If anyone's gone through San Marcos, you've probably seen it. So pretty incredible, just the development that is happening in the area.
That's pretty neat. And I wanted to specify for those of you listening or watching, we are talking North County, so kind of only as far inland as San Marcos and Vista. But you mentioned the beautiful scenery, and it truly doesn't get more beautiful than Carlsbad, California.
No, it really doesn't. We're all super lucky and fortunate to be living here. And to echo what my partner was saying, Carlsbad features 67 miles of hiking trails, 7 miles of beaches, and there's 3 different lagoons here. One of which is the Carlsbad Lagoon. So if you're thinking about renting a boat or a surfboard or going swimming. You can really rent a boat and watch the fish jump out of the water. It's a very family friendly thing. Then you've got the Carlsbad Village, plenty of dining options out there, plenty of nightlife, super, there's something for everyone out there. And there's also been a 75% appreciation in the real estate market here in San Diego in the last 5 to 6 years. And I only think it's going to go higher because San Diego's become America's #1 destination in the last 5, 6 years.
I want to talk about this slide really quick that you guys have up. And if anyone's just listening, I'll read off some stats really quick. So typical home value in Carlsbad, about 1.4 million. The 1-year price change is up 71.6 thousand. The 5-year price change, it has gone up exponentially by $603,000 in 5 years. And that's in the metro area of San Diego, Chula Vista, and Carlsbad. That's impressive. Now, granted, we also just heard in the news segment that California has 2 of the top major home declining prices in the nation. Can you touch on that a little bit?
Yeah, so I wanted to highlight that because I think that, with all of these data points and statistics, you can take a moment from it. These are snapshots in time, and you can take that information and, use it to say, oh, hey, look, prices are down 6%. But it's like, maybe that was from the fourth quarter of last year, 2025, where we're October to December, which is typically a slow period anyway. So that's always my question when looking at these data points is where are they talking about? Because I can tell you, that buyer's market that we were seeing over the last year and a half, it's already starting to shift. We're seeing those bidding wars starting to make a comeback. Those interest rates coming down. And you saw over 5 years in Carlsbad, the appreciation's gone up 75%. Where else can you make an investment like that?
That is epic. That truly is epic. And I think mortgage rates are at 3-year lows, which is incredible. I think people are forgetting that. And so what does that mean for buyers? Buyers have $30,000 more in purchasing power. Income growth is outpacing prices for the first time in nearly a year. So while article may seem deflating, we have so many things going for the positive for people looking to invest in real estate, whether it's your first home or you're looking to invest, or if somebody's looking to sell. It really is a time where you need the experts like John and Aris, Erica, myself on the team, and everybody on the show, because every deal requires precision, negotiation, risk management to bring it to the finish line. And they're more complex, especially here in Southern California, wouldn't you say?
Yes, right now is the time for buyers to be in the market because it's a buyer's market that we're in right now, and the market's more on their side. That won't always be true. The real estate market will change. It always does. I don't know when, but it will. So if you're thinking about buying, now would be the time while you're still able to negotiate with sellers and get sellers to pay for things that they otherwise wouldn't do in a different market.
It's all about precision, speed, and risk management are more critical than ever.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Everyone's got to be working towards the same goal, which is close of escrow. And we need to have open, consistent, constant communication with everyone to ensure everyone has peace of mind. It eliminates all the doubt, and everyone's super comfortable and super happy and satisfied. That's the end goal.
That's right. Bringing those dreams to fruition, right?
Yes.
100%.
And it's always either a buyer's or a seller's market. So someone's happy, right?
That's
yes.
true.
Yes.
And it's just how you navigate it and the professionals that you are working with in navigating the market, right?
Yes.
When you have experts right in your backyard, like exactly where you want to be, they know what the buyers are asking for. They know what the sellers are asking for, and they can make the dream work, just like you said. So
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Erica, for heading the insights, and Aris, John, Tracy. There's a lot of things that are going on all over San Diego, and I'm glad that we're able to focus in on certain regions. And that's the beauty of this show, is because people who are interested in investing in North County, Central San Diego or South County, we're gonna talk about it here. That way, all of our viewers, real estate investors, first-time home buyers, can make the best decisions in buying real estate. So thank you so much for all your comments, your insights, your professionalism. And again, if you're interested in connecting with these professionals, please comment below, let us know, and we will connect you with these professionals so that they can guide you through your real estate purchase. Now, with that in mind, let's move on and dive into the next segment of our show and get into it with our Learning Local Deals.
Awesome. Thank you, Chris, and thank you to Erica, John, and Aris for that amazing insight segment. Before we hop right into the deals, I'd like to thank our sponsor, Revolution Realty Capital. Awesome. Let's get to the deal segment. Before we hop into one of our deals, I'd like to actually ask John and Aris a few questions about North County.
Yes, sir.
So, all of you are the experts. I personally live in San Marcos, but what's something about the Carlsbad area or even up to Oceanside that you really like, especially for your buyers, that you always try to sell them on?
So I think Oceanside still it's changing fast because the area is really appreciating. But you can still, in terms of getting a single family home, it's still a great entry market, I think, for first time buyers. We're working with a first time buyer right now that we got under contract. They're getting their first home, so super happy for them. And there's some really great neighborhoods in Oceanside. Carlsbad, similarly. So, you can't really beat it, but in terms of affordability, Oceanside's still a bit more affordable than Carlsbad.
And then,
go ahead, John. I always try and get people on the lifestyle of Carlsbad, which is, you've got 6 miles of beaches, you've got plenty of outdoor activities. You have the lagoons. You've got plenty of nightlife and restaurants galore, all within walking distance pretty much. So you really can't go wrong. And the weather is always, pleasant throughout the year, usually.
And then we actually have a picture of the home buyer you just had, the deal you just did. If you guys want to talk about how you were to help them and how you guys can bring service to especially the newer home buyers.
Yeah, absolutely. So this home's in Rancho del Oro, and I love working with first-time home buyers. This couple was connected to me and to us about 8 months or so ago, and initially they've been renters for many years, and initially they were kind of on the fence about buying. We kind of just kept in touch. And one day I called him out of the blue just to, say hello. And I was just like, do you think buying is still on the table for you guys? He's like, honestly, we go back and forth with it. I don't know if it's really worth it. And I said, well, let me ask you this. Have you thought that right now you're paying your landlord's mortgage? And what are you getting out of that? He's like, I didn't think about it that way. And right there, it just kind of a light switched for them. And so we started looking at houses in Oceanside. It's a really competitive market. So it's especially picked up after the holidays. So we actually lost out on a home that they wanted because there were 6-7 offers that we were competing against. This next one, we ended up finding, again, multiple offers, but we were able to position them. Even though they didn't have the highest offer, we were able to position them so they got that offer accepted, and they're going to get into this beautiful home here.
That's awesome. No, especially helping the newer home buyers. That's always like the greatest feeling when they
It
finally
is.
close escrow and then you hand them the keys and then
Very happy.
Yeah. I know my parents are about to purchase a new house and they're going to have to do that because they haven't done this process in a long time. So I know they had some upsets, but I'm excited to see that for them. So, but anyway, let's get into the next segment, which is the second part of the deal segment where we're going to be presenting a off-market deal. Same area, same neighborhood, Oceanside, similar to where John and Aris just sold that home to the first-time home buyer. This one's in the 92056 zip code. It was listed around 920-ish, but it sold for around 870. So with some of the things we're going to talk about, you can really drive price down, especially if the condition warrants it. It's a 4-bed, 2.5 bathroom. A little under 2,000 square feet, 1989 build, sitting on a 5K lot. There's a $75 HOA a month, and it has a 2-car garage with a pool. The interior is extremely clean. It's obviously just very dated. It's cosmetically clean. It's just, like I said, dated. The roof is tile in great condition. There's a pool and a spa that doesn't need any replastering. All it really needs is to pressure wash the exterior of the concrete. It is hardscape. No foundation issues, no major deferred maintenance, big ticket repairs. It's sitting on central air. I would replace the fence. Anytime the fence looks really dirty, I would replace that. And then all the flooring, all the carpet, and every one of the bedrooms would just have to get redone. And then obviously the kitchen, just elevated up to that Oceanside standard that we tend to see, especially in this area. But what do you guys think, especially being from this area in that zip code?
Yeah, it looks like a real great opportunity to me. What is the cost of the home insurance for this? Do you know, Martin?
Not off the top of my head. Let me see if I have a here.
Yeah, I mean, it looks very turnkey to me, very just, move-in livable to me. And, especially for a first-time home buyer, it looks like a great starter home for someone because it doesn't need a lot of work at all. So, yeah. Aris, you want to comment on it?
Yeah, I mean that's a great deal, Martin. That's exactly the kind of home that, I mean, whether you're an end user looking to fix up and update a home, or an investor looking to turn a profit on a home, that is a kind of property that investors love because they can come in, put their vision into it. But as Martin mentioned, it doesn't have like a major flaw that's going to take a lot of time and a lot of resources to repair. So yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be shocked if it did an investor buy it, Martin, or was it?
Yeah, it's one we had this one a while ago. It's just that it was in the area, and I just want to showcase because it's been sitting for a while. And
so I would not be shocked. I know that area. If it's back on the market and they're asking like 1.1, 1.2, and they'll probably get it.
Yeah,
I mean, Martin, in this particular case with that home that you just showed and everything, to start it, I would, get the buyer qualified, get, Harry on the phone, get them, make sure that they're got all their ducks lined up in a row, and then make sure that we can get them, a decent interest rate, and then write an offer on the house, open up escrow, make sure everything's a go. And then, make sure that we're past the inspections and everything, and then work to close up escrow, and then, hand them over the key and, make sure that we have a happy client.
Yep.
That's
so
awesome.
Really quick question for you guys. So if I was the buyer for this property, my first-time home buyer, what are some of the things that you would advise me on as far as purchasing this house? As far as negotiations, as far as the loan, as far as, just all those basic things. And I've never bought real estate before. What would you tell me?
The first question I would ask is this the right house for you? Because if you've never bought real estate before, I would tell you we can probably get you a good deal because of the condition of the house on this property. But are you prepared to deal with the projects that this house is going to need to make it updated, to make it new, because it did look like it's in good condition. But as stuff ages like that, we'll do a home inspection. There's going to be issues that need attention, even if it's been well maintained. It's just what happens. So are you okay with that? Because I just want to make sure that you have the right expectation going in. Because once we get you in the house, Chris, and it's done, there's no take backs.
Yes.
No, exactly.
There's no give backs after that, man. There's none of that.
Absolutely. I mean, and obviously I don't want to have, buyer's remorse after I buy the property. And it's like, oh my God, all this work that I need to do on the property. But it's all about the context that you, Aris and John have, and Martin, as far as, contractors that we can actually trust, people that we can actually trust to give us the right estimates and make sure that they do the work on time and that they're, have integrity when they're doing their work with quality workmanship. So, obviously we rely on you to hopefully have those people in line so that you can give it to us and we feel comfortable about moving forward with that project. Now with this, what is sort of a cost estimate from any of you as far as maybe updating this place to, a nice, livable, more modern feel for this property?
Yeah, so I do want to shout out, Ruben asked the question. I saw if we had a contractor that could kind of tie into your question to give estimates on these things. And that would absolutely be something we would do during our due diligence period in escrow. And we have a great home inspector that we love. He was former firefighter, contractor for 20 years. So he really knows his construction. So we'll get those estimates. But also Carver Tripp, who we all know, he's a fantastic resource for us as well with the construction costs. So we want to give you as much information so that you have a full, clear picture as to what that's going to cost before you get into it. So, just from a rough eyeball of these photos, it probably looks like it needs, anywhere from 50 to 80K worth of updates. But that would just be, my off the hand, estimate.
Yeah.
I would also go ahead.
Go ahead, Erica.
To talk about AI real estate transactions today. What's the number one thing that gets overlooked by investors or home buyers, first time home buyers, experienced home buyers, even that you guys can talk about with properties like this? What should they know? Why do they need to work with you? And
it's definitely the inspection report. Every home out there, old or new or somewhere in the middle, once you get into escrow and have a home inspector come out and check out the property and go through everything, every property needs to have something done to it. And a lot of times whenever we get the inspection report back with the costs and everything, people get stung by sticker shock and all that type of thing. So it's just something to really brace yourself for the reality of it, because every home has to have that, and it's just part of the process. And sometimes even with the inspection report, investors back off because the property needs too much work. But it's just something that's definitely one of the things to be on the lookout for.
Yeah, I agree with that. Definitely the investor underestimating the scope of work, because even if there's no big ticket items, even if like right in front of you, everything's perfect. Like John said, the inspection report could come up with something. You have mold in the ceiling, the foundation's actually cracked, you just don't know it yet. So always account a little buffer of plus or minus 5-10% of what it could be and what it should be. And then worst case, you save that at the end. Best case, you're not going to be bleeding money because you didn't account for an extra 20-30 grand.
Yeah, we all just saw some beautiful photos, but
Yeah.
I'd also like to add to that, once we get to title and everything with the escrow and the title officer, be wary of what can come up on title, because if the property has a title and there's some sort of lien on the title, the lien has to be taken care of, and anything that shows up on title has to be cleared before the transaction can close. So that's another thing to be very wary of, whatever shows up on title.
Well, and I think what's so great about the real estate industry, Aris and John, think about how many service providers, how many parties are involved in one transaction.
A lot.
It's a lot. So we are fueling the economy, right? You guys are fueling the economy from escrow, title, the lender, the appraiser. I mean, and there's so many other affiliates that go into this whole process. So I always marvel at real estate and how what you in that lead role as the real estate agents are really helping to move the market, shift the market, and take care of clients in a way, because you're really navigating today's market, whether you're working with buyers, sellers, or investors. And everybody out there, you need to align with the professionals, as you can see from this show, who understand structure, security, execution, because at the end of the day, that's how the deals get done. And you won't be looking back and regretting what you did. You'll be grateful that you worked with the pros that put you in the right direction, not AI, right?
No,
Everything has its place.
Yeah, no, Tracy, 100%. I mean, you really need to have a high level of amount of professionals around you that really know what they're doing, that are on their A game, that are on their ball constantly. And no one should be having to chase someone down to return a phone call or a text or an email or anything of that nature. Everyone should just be, hi, how you doing, every single day. We're working towards the end goal. Everything's in line. If there's a problem, we will take care of it. No problem. Yes, absolutely. I mean, AI is not able to do that type of stuff. And
It's people business.
It's a people thing. It's a people business. This is a relationship business, 100%.
We'll use AI for automation and efficiencies behind the scenes, but at the end of the day, it's we're people connecting with people.
100%.
Yes.
That's where the magic happens.
Yes.
All right, everybody. Well, thank you all so much for your comments, your insights. And this is the reason why we have this show, is because we want to make sure that you connect with the right people to be able to make an offer on that property, whether it be Martin, John, or Aris. You need the right professionals to be able to do that for you, because you don't want to leave any money on the table. And that's why we have them here. So let's move on to the next segment of our show and get into it with our Learn Local events.
Hey everybody, Tracy Hassey here, Ticor Escrow Services, and I am honored and excited to host our Learn Local events. But before we get into some of these extraordinary events happening in San Diego, I want to hear from our sponsor, so take it away. I have a question for you. How are you safeguarding your real estate deals? Let's talk, let's connect. And I'm here to educate and share some insights that you may not be aware of. So once again, Tracy Hassey, Ticor Escrow Services. We are the leaders at safeguarding and protecting your clients' money and information from wire fraud and cybercrime. We have the financial strength. We are a Fortune 300 company, and we have the experts, the escrow officers, the escrow teams that know what they're doing with 25 to 35 40 years of experience. We are here for your success. Yay, Ticor Escrow Services, proud to be a part of the team. So hey, let's roll into some of these Learn Local events. And this is an opportunity for everybody listening to join some really wonderful events that I'm going to zip through here. And also a lot of the influencers from the podcast do go to these events. So that's where you get to meet us in person. And that's where we all get to collectively edify each other. So here we have Novo Brazil Brewing in Mission Valley. It's Beware and at Novo Brazil Brewing. Oh, that sounds interesting. So it's the Real Estate Pro Team is sponsoring this. It's January 21st from 5:30 to 7:30. Now we have great golf and goals for good conversations, better connections. Connect with real estate investors, professionals, and interns in an exclusive speakeasy setting where relaxed conversations, real estate opportunities, and lasting relationships are built beyond the boardroom. And that is Friday, January 16th, 3 p.m., 3 to 6 p.m. at the Bermuda Club in Carlsbad. Sounds like a fun one. So we've got the AI Quantum Leap from Predicted by Genius, 6 live Zoom workshops every Saturday. It did start January 10th. If you need to get caught up, there's still opportunity to jump in on this. And they're typically 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Game changer if you want to set your foundation for your AI success. Oh, this is super exciting. I always love Stephen Thomas, San Diego County winter housing update. Well, I guess we are still in winter. It feels like when it's sunny, blue skies, I don't think of it as winter because it's not snowing, but that is going to be Wednesday, January 21st at the Lucia Capital Group Financial Center from 2 to 4 p.m. Stephen always brings really great, interesting updates. So that's all. These are all great. I want to go to all of them. And it looks like our own Chris Astolero will be there as one of the sponsors. So thank you, Chris. And Mr. Carlsbad, our hosts of today of the show, our experts with EXP Luxury, they have an open house January 22nd. That is a Thursday from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. So be sure to RSVP, call, text to 424-581-9006, or you can email either one of them. So thank you. And then our wonderful Nicole Selstate, open house January 29th. That is Wednesday, 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Come meet Nicole and her team. And that is at their new office in Lakeside. And there's plenty of parking and entry is free. And LEARNin Local Live, educate, empower, and inspire. This is where we're getting into some Q&A to answer questions. Oh, Chris, you're muted. I can't hear anybody. We've got one more. Hold on, January 23rd. We have Noemi. She is going to be our local influencer on LEARNin Local Live, Noemi Flores of Compass Real Estate. So mark your calendars for next Friday. And on January 30th, we are super excited to have Crystal Hughes. She's been on the podcast a number of times, and she's a wealth of knowledge as well. We always get to learn so much from all these experts. So once again, that's January 30th, 11 a.m. right here live. And anybody else have any events? Did I miss anything? Any updates?
I think you got everything covered, Tracy.
Well, I always like to also share the broker caravans. That's through the associations, SDAR.com, PSAR.com, NSDCAR.com. So just look up San Diego Real Estate Associations and you can find a ton of events. And that's another place where we all get to connect with the real estate agents, the investors, the brokers, and connect, edify each other, and put deals together. I mean, so much is happening in person at these events, connecting people and putting transactions together in person. So it's they're all a ton of fun. And bottom line, we'd love to see you at these events. We're here for you. All your real estate needs, right? We've got it. We've got everybody covered.
There's one today at the Bermuda Club, like you said earlier, the golf and deals one. I'll be attending. I know a lot of the people here will, but I'm super excited for that one. That's 3 to 6 today at the Bermuda Club up in Carlsbad.
That'll be a lot of fun. I also got to catch anytime Stephen Thomas is doing anything. He's a great guy to get insights on what's happening in the market.
And in fact, SDAR, you guys, is also doing a market forecast. So go to SDAR.com, and I believe that is possibly next week sometime. Or I'm not sure. Gosh, there's so many events after a while. Kind of lose track. But SDAR.com does have an epic forecast coming up as well.
Yeah, I think I went to Stephen Thomas's event last fall. It was very, very informative. A lot of insights into the market, what's going on. And I'll definitely be hitting Nova Brewing for sure. I mean, it's always great to connect with other people in person and build relationships that way. You always meet new people. You never know who has what to offer you or how they can help you or any of those things.
I'm always pleased but never surprised when I see people from this call at the events that I attend.
Oh yeah.
Any
So
real
fun.
estate event in town, there's someone from this video
Of course.
out there.
Yep. And that's what you want for all of our viewers who are watching today, is that when we go to these events, we want to meet you. We want you to connect with our subject matter influencers, all these people who can actually help you with all of your real estate needs. And that's why we have it. And the beauty of this also is that when we highlight our subject matter experts like Mr. Carlsbad here, that, you know, we're going to try to have an open house so that we can actually go to their office and then meet them and then talk to them. And that's what we want to do. We want to develop relationships here, relationships with people who are professionals, experts in their field. And this is why you want to be on this show, so that you know who to go to for all of your real estate needs.
I would like to encourage everyone who's on the show today, everyone who's watching the show, and everyone who's listening on this podcast right now to please come by the open house Thursday. Please come meet with us and talk to us. We'd love to talk to you in person, meet you in person, and, you know, just have some fun and build relationships from there.
Awesome. Well, hey, I wanted to come in because we're gonna start doing this live recap because we are live. I just wanted to say you guys did an amazing job, like just representing Carlsbad and North County.
Yeah.
You know,
Live show, Ruben.
we didn't mention anything about
Not scripted.
Paris. We didn't mention anything about surfing. You know what I mean? I'm surprised you didn't like.
Yeah.
I was surfing on Sunday. Yeah, you guys got to come out next time.
I did mean to mention that, you know, as part of the real estate development that's coming into Carlsbad in the next, I think this year and the next 2 years, they're building something called Ocean Camp, which is a surf park, and it's a giant artificial wave pool on a massive hotel resort with like 300 plus hotel rooms and 667 plus homes. So that's coming, and I'm sure that will attract a lot of attention. I don't have any doubt about that.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. Well, hey, what I wanted to do really quick, just so you guys know how awesome you guys are, I wanted to wrap up all the comments that we've seen on Facebook, YouTube, and where else are we? LinkedIn. I'm gonna go reverse order because again, it's important that we kind of really create this interaction that really I think everyone is trying to create in terms of what live is going crazy right now. I think everyone wants to engage live. So Ruben says happy Friday. It was an amazing Friday. Nicole was our Facebook events person today. She was holding it down. Thank you, Nicole. We're really obviously thankful with when you can do two things at once, like walk and chew gum. Erica was able to comment as well. Ryan, shout out to you, my man. Escrow is not the same without you on the show.
We missed you, Ryan.
Our title, Michelle Adams. She was here in spirit. Certainly, on future shows, we had some questions on title. Michelle, feel free to continue to comment. What else? What other things did I miss? Let me see if I have. Let me see if I have any comments here. Nicole mentioned yes. In terms of great networking and meeting clients, we are here. I didn't see any specific questions, but one of the things that I really specifically want to make sure that people understand right here and now, the Metro of Carlsbad is on the decline, but the last takeaway that we really want to hammer home, if we haven't already said it, Aris and John, right? What's you know what I mean? What's the big advantage of that news piece that we kind of like highlighted this earlier today?
Yeah, if you're in the market to buy, you're thinking about buying, you're on the fence about it, the time is now. Don't wait. Don't wait for the markets to change just because you think it's going to be better. Do it right. Come off the sidelines, get into the market right now. We will help you through the whole process. We'll get you a good offer. We'll get you the best deal we can for you because the market's on your side right now. I don't have a crystal ball for you or anyone watching the show, but I know the real estate market will change. But right now, it's in the buyer's favor. So we can really help buyers right now. So if you're thinking about making a move or trying to buy a home, now would be the time.
Awesome. What say you, Aris?
Yeah, I mean, I think, look, you saw the appreciation over 5 years of Carlsbad, North County. It's only going to continue to go up over time. That's why, everyone wants to invest in real estate. But I would also just add, if you're ready to buy, I would encourage you to do so. Things change in life. You may not be ready 6 months later or a year later. Life gets in the way. So if you have the means and you're in a position to be able to do so and you've been thinking about it, I would encourage you to do so.
Got it. Awesome. Well, hey, there you have it. Chris, you did an amazing job hosting.
Thank you.
Erica, thank you for co-hosting. It's just a pleasure and a blessing to be able to have this group of professionals just making it happen today.
Perfect. Well, thank you all so much for being at the show. One takeaway I think was saying to their client who wasn't ready was, you know what? You're actually paying for your landlord's mortgage. If that isn't enough motivation to get people to buy real estate because they're paying for somebody else's mortgage, I don't know what is. So these are definitely the people to go to, professionals all in this platform. We bring it to you here. We bring it live. And again, as a reminder, we're here to connect, to collaborate, and to create content with all these subject matter influencers. I'm not an expert in real estate. Ruben is not, but he's a lender. Tracy is a DST person.
No, I'm escrow.
No, I'm sorry. Tracy is an escrow, and Eric is a DST person, right? But we want to bring all these subject matter influencers here so that our viewers can understand who they need to go to make the right decisions in real estate. So please join us in school. Be a part of our community. It has grown in leaps and bounds. If you're an investor, first-time home buyer, get into school, get your membership approved by Ruben. And then that way you can see our community, and you can also watch our live shows from the past that you've missed so that you can get caught up. So with that in mind, thank you all so much for watching this incredible show today. We're looking forward to seeing you again, and we will see you at the next LEARNin Local Live.